Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have some updates for you. So if you follow me here, if you know some of these stories, or even if you want to hear some orchid stories, we do have some good outcomes, but also some sad outcomes. I'll try to balance both during this video, but if that's the type of content you'd like to see and you'd like to hear a little bit more, stay here with me and let's start. Just on the sad part or the sad note, I have here something for you. Can you see that? Can you see how sad this is? So this is one of my Neofinetias. I used to have 4 that I bought from someone on eBay that said all of them rootless. I spent 3 years, I think, growing them. So they grew some roots, then one of them bloomed this year. Super happy with my Neofinetias. And I was like, oh my gosh, I managed, to make them mature. Then when I went to Brazil, I had to have someone here to water my orchid at least once because it was almost a month away, so it was more than 3 weeks. And unfortunately, the person who watered my plants in the living room, I think just threw some water on top of the Neofinetias. And all of them got crown rot and stem rot. So all of them died. It's not the person's fault because Kamano was doing me a favor, so it happens, I could have crown rot them. But it made me really sad because I was so happy, especially because these orchids are this kind of precious little orchids that I was growing for a long time and waiting for them to become mature and bloom and all that. Anyway, I will definitely buy another Neofinetia falcata because I know that I can grow them. They bloom for me, so I know how to take good care of them. But I probably buy a mature one if I find one with a good price because these orchids can be pricey. But that's the saddest of all of the news that I have here, at least for me. So let's go to the second story. Remember my Philodendron minimark that I told you that it has something weird going on? The thing is still here. I think it is a virus. I'm not sure. So it's still very weird. The bottom leaves is worse than the top leaves. So the top leaves, they have this sort of marking on them, but they are green, while the bottom leaf is very much yellowish. However, it's still growing. It's still pushing out some leaves on the top. It doesn't have as many roots as it used to have. I'm even look inside. There is live roots. I can see a green root there. Just watered yesterday. That's why it's still wet. But it pushed out a flower spike. I don't know if this is amazing news because I don't know if this plant will survive long term, or if the disease will consume it, if it will push out cakes. I have no idea. But I told you that I would let it be, and that's what I'm actually doing. So it pushed out a flower spike, and I will have minimark flowers soon. Who would have thought? I thought this plant would simply decline and die, but no, it is here, it's hanging here, and I will have blooms. So I'll show you in the next what's in flower inside my indoor garden. Some minimark blooms. Who would have thought? Anyway, so that's kind of a positive news, right? It's not perfect. I think this plant is definitely sick, but it's blooming. So here, I don't have any plants to show you, nothing. I will show you some footage from my old videos. That's when I went to France, to a garden center in France, and I bought 2 orchids. Remember, we were doing a car trip. So I bought a Nelly a red Nelly and also a Miltoniopsis. What happened is the Nelly died shortly after due to pest infestation. I had a huge thrips infestation. So the Nelly was soon gone, and after that was the Miltoniopsis. Both of them, I decided to only buy these plants again when I'm sure that I don't have any pests in my collection, and I still have. I don't know, I think at the moment I don't have thrips, but I do have spider mites. And the thing is, I need some time to spray everything because it's quite time consuming. I'm going to use a proper pesticide, and I sprayed some of my houseplants. They are isolated in another room. These are all clean, and I also sprayed 2 orchids. But then I need to take some days off, I think, from my work to be able to spray all of the living room plants. My bedroom plants, they are okay. The problem is these plants here. So, fingers crossed, I'll have zero pests in the future, so I will be luckier with Miltoniopsis and Nelly. They are pretty sensitive plants to pests. Just to let you know, they are all gone. Yeah. Next. So this one, I'm not gonna hang in here, but I will film for you separately. You're gonna see some B-rolls. I'm using my phone just to help me. I filmed that here as well. I have a Philodendron that was in a high humidity chamber and pushed out a keiki, and I said it was a Philodendron that I loved so much. The keiki pushed out roots, and we repotted the keiki here. And I think that was last year, so not long ago. What happened is, my keiki has a beautiful flower spike and will bloom soon as well. For sure, it's still a young plant. It's not producing it's not going to be blooming like full capacity. But it is amazing, and I'm so happy because this is a very precious plant for me, and I was able to save it, which is amazing. I'm very happy about this one, and the flowers are orangey, yellowish. It's a different type of Philodendron, so I'm excited to see it in bloom again. And that's one of the positive news as well that I have in here. I want to share with you that sometimes we are able to rescue plants, and they will be able to grow and bloom for us. So it's worth trying. So, and then let's talk about, remember that bundle of orchids that I was doing constantly updates? So the rescued ones that I told you that I thought I would save, I don't know, maybe 4 of them. I think I was quite right, being very positive. So I did lose my Brassia. The Brassia is completely gone. I think it was because of pests as well. But my Prosticchia, the one that I told you that I wasn't sure if it would survive or not, the bulb, the soda bulb, was a little bit damaged. And I put it inside a plastic bottle to create a high humidity chamber. And I was waiting for ages because that was the last chance this plant has to survive. So this one, amazingly, pushed out a new growth. Almost mature, this new growth. It's full of roots inside the moss. And I need to repot it. I haven't done so. But it's sitting happily and protected inside my bedroom. And again, that's super positive news because I wasn't expecting this one to be one of the survivals. Although it had big growths, the suitable was really strange. So I knew if that eye, that I thought could become an eye, wouldn't push out and mature, the plant was done for because it wouldn't have any other space to push up any new growth. So it pushed this new growth. It's doing amazingly well. And the other plants that I still have is the mini Cattleya, the red Cattleya. But this one got affected by spider mite. It's just here, let me show you. But it has a new growth, so it has at the moment 4 growths. As you can see, it has some markings in here. And I have still the other Prosticchia. I don't know if it's doing well or not. Which one I do have still? I don't remember now. I have the black orchid, a different orchid. This one is doing well. It's in my bedroom as well. And I think that's all that I have. I have exactly 4 orchids. See, I wasn't so far. I think my bet was right. It's difficult because some of these plants, they are not mature enough and they are very tiny. So even this one that has roots and has 4 growths, it's very easy for these ones to suddenly decide to decline and die because it doesn't have enough resource to grow yet because it's a very tiny plant. So in this instance, it's very easy for me to lose this plant. So the other Prosticchia, it's a little bit strange. I'm not really happy with the result. So to keep an eye on it, I might lose it as well. But anyway, I have 3 plants that are doing well. This is one, the one that I told you that it had the amazing news. And the black orchid. So just to update you, it pushed out roots and is doing super well. So again, it's worth insisting sometimes. Other times we're going to just lose our plants. They will decline and die. But in some instances, we are so happy. And these plants usually are the ones that we love the most. At least these are the ones that I love the most. The ones that I will have to work hard to maintain for any reason. Because I've seen them pushing out roots and growing and, maturing. So it makes me so happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Let me know which type of content would you like to see here, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!